Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you hear my voice? Cek, cek, 1, 2, 3. Apakah terdengar suara saya? Cek. Okay, looks like the voice is already in the Zoom. May I have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for your cooperation. The second day of the conference will be started shortly. All audience in this meeting, please stand by and prepare yourself. We would like to remind you again, please activate your camera when the conference starts until the end. It is for the event documentation. Okay, now allow us to start the conference. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat pagi. Welcome back to the 4th International Competition on Health and Student Exchange or 4th ICOHEX 2024. Today is 17 May, the second day of the conference. I will give you one pantun again. Roses are red, violets are blue. Kenanga are green, I will bring it to you. Yesterday we met, but I still miss you. Thank you for your cooperation. Hope today will be fun too. We meet again, ladies and gentlemen. With me, Septian Maulid Wicahyo as MC in this conference. I hope all of our passionate participants always in high spirit and ready to get more insight and new knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the main event, let us pray together according to each other's religion and belief in the heart. Sebelum kita mulai, mari kita berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan kita masing-masing. Praying together, berdoa, begin, dimulai. Finish, berdoa, selesai. Ladies and gentlemen, still in the 4th ICOHEX 2024 from the Faculty of Health Science, Duta Bangsa University of Surakarta, with the same theme, Health and Wellness Tourism in Industrial Revolution 5.0. Ladies and gentlemen, now we get into the first event for today, which is the second material. The title is Health and Wellness Tourism as an International Business Opportunity that will be delivered by Mrs. Nirmala Ranasinghe, PhD. Before we get into it, allow me to introduce her. Excuse me, Mrs. Nirmala. I'm sorry.
Hello. Can you hear me?
This is our second speaker, Nirmala Ranasinghe, PhD. Yes, Mrs. Nirmala, we can hear you. Thank you very much for having us today. She is associate professor from April 2021 to present today. She is from Nara Prefectural University, Department of Regional Creation, Japan, and she has many tasks. I'm sorry, I cannot mention one by one, and I believe she has so many accomplishments. And she has career and research highlight. Grant in Aid for Scientific Research, GSPS, with the title The Effectiveness of Community-Based Tourism as a Form of Sustainable Tourism. And the other is Grant in Aid for Scientific Research, GSPS, a comparative study on homestay tourism development in developing countries. And I'm sorry, I cannot read the kanji. It's I'm still lacking. I'm sorry, and I believe it's a great thing. And she is a special officer in organizing the 7th UNWTO World Forum on Gastronomy, Tourism, Health in Nara. So much accomplishment from her. It's really great to have her right now, and her scholarly journal, The Empowerment of Young Men in Tourism Industry, focusing on international marriages between beach boys and female tourists, Journal of Japan Society for Tourism Studies, and many more. I'm sorry, Mrs. Nirmala, I could not finish your reading your profile. Excuse me. And I would like to say hello,
Hello.
Mrs. Nirmala. How are you? Okay, it's really great to have you here with us, Mr. Nirmala, joining in the fourth ICOHEX 2024. And it is a really great opportunity for us, and I believe your material, your presentation will give us so much useful information and benefits for our well-being. Okay, Mrs. Nirmala, are you ready?
Yes, good.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Maulid, maybe?
Yes,
I
Maulid,
pronounce it Maulid, yeah.
Okay.
And thank you so much for having me here, Miss Hasty and Miss Rina. Thank you so much for inviting me. May I share the PowerPoint? I have prepared mine. Is that okay?
Yes, of
Okay.
course, you may.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Mrs. Nirmala, I would like to remind you, you have 45 minutes for the presentation. Okay, Mrs. Nirmala,
It's
the
45.
time, yes,
Okay.
the time and screen is yours.
Right.
Dozo.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you can speak Japanese.
No, a bit.
Thank you. I thought it's an hour, but anyway, I'll try to finish in 45 minutes.
Oh, it's okay. If you want 1 hour, maybe we'll compromise. It's okay.
Thank you so much. So I'm gonna talk a little about how health and wellness tourism can be an international business opportunity. As Mr. Maulit explained, I think this year's theme is kind of related to Industrial Revolution 5.0. And if simply put, I think that is, technology plus more human-centric and sustainable, if I'm correct. So as for the technology part, I think Ms. Mari, the next speaker, will touch on that part. Since my major is tourism and sustainable, main research focus is tourism and sustainability, I think mostly my talk will link to sustainability. So first, let's look at why health and wellness tourism is important or important at present. So first we can understand, maybe you also know that there was a demand for health from the very beginning of travel and tourism. For example, maybe from even from 18th and 19th century. For example, that we can say that kind of trends or demands started from like sea bathing. Today, actually, if we say that we are going to see that is mainly a leisure activity or just for fun, but those days that sea bathing was considered as an activity that would give us a kind of a health benefit. So that way, like there's a kind of a demand for health, even from the beginning or the onset of tourism. And then after, when it when tourism uh, established as an industry, these kind of segments or these kind of demands started to capture the market and developed, forming different types of various types of tourism, mainly health tourism, wellness tourism, medical tourism. Of course, that there can be other type of tourism that can relate to health and wellness, but we can consider these three types or these three forms of tourism are the main tourism phenomenons that is related to overall health and wellness. And another thing, I think that what all of us can relate to and easily understand is the relationship between COVID-19 pandemic and the demand for or the increased demand for wellness or increased demand for health, and especially the COVID-19 pandemic. It's a disease, right? So that since it is a disease, that one of the main things that comes as a priority is being physically fit or physical wellness, isn't it? So that I think, and another thing, it was a contagious diseases, so that the immunity also becomes a priority. I think all of us might have gone through these experiences. For example, especially when it comes to immunity, that we started to try, like especially traditional medicines. I think in Indonesia, Malaysia, China, and most of the countries, especially in the East, the traditional medicine was already there and it was still there, but we could see kind of an revival in that kind of traditional medicines or the traditional medicines. And at the same time, except for medicine, when it comes to immunity, that people tend to focus more on healthy food as well. For example, like having maybe consuming food as a medicine. And even in Japan, for example, people were talking about like particular food that can boost immunity, and then they tend to have those kind of food more often. And I think that when you like think about that time, maybe you also have had started to like consume these kind of like traditional food, traditional medicines, herbs or other food as well. So that is one part, focusing on physical wellness or the physically being fit and boosting immunity. And at the same time, what we cannot forget is the uh, priority that we started to give to our mental wellness as well. For example, especially because of lockdowns, one thing, right? Because we couldn't like leave our home, go out, go to schools, go to workplace like we did always. And then that directly affect our daily life, or like being physically wellness well. At the same time, that made us mentally down as well. And at the same time, not only the lockdowns, but at the same time, like the demises of our loved ones, and maybe just witnessing how people suddenly live their lives. Also, uh, like also become kind of a stress or mentally down, make people mentally down, and at the same time some people started to think of the meaning of their life as well. So like that, looking at everything that we experienced during the pandemic, we can understand directly or indirectly these things can be, you know, linked to health and wellness. So that especially that is one of the reasons, uh, of course, that we had we had talked about, or we had focused on health and wellness in tourism even before the pandemic, but especially because of the pandemic, we also, tourism as an industry had started to give priority or give main attention to tourism, like tourism forms or tourism types related to health and wellness. And then when we look at the definitions and like elements related to health and wellness tourism, we can say that we can say health tourism is kind of an umbrella term. For example, that includes both the medical tourism and wellness tourism. But when it comes to medical tourism and wellness tourism, there can be seen some, you know, clear differences. As you can see here, if we simply put, that is mainly as for medical tourism, it is more rougher, like corrective or curative type of curative focus. And that means like it focuses on treating people or cure illnesses. But on the other hand, when it comes to wellness tourism, it focuses on like maintaining and improving health, so that it is more of a proactive action. It's not just passive, and also it is preventative, not rather than curative. It's preventative, so that it is integrated more into the people's lives and their lifestyles. And when you see the definition of wellness tourism, I think you can understand it is more holistic. And that means it can, of course, relate to your, you know, body and like outward appearance and the like physical wellness of your whole body, and at the same time your mental wellness, and your maybe like spirituality, your emotions. And at the same time, it says that it can be related to your like social cultural relationships as well. Now, however, we can mainly divide wellness tourism needs or wellness tourism needs into two main parts. That's physical wellness and mental wellness. And when focusing on these, our physical wellness, our bodily wellness, and our mental or the spiritual wellness, that can eventually lead to a stage of like transformation as well. And it can be considered as the ultimate level of focusing on wellness. So and when we think about wellness separating into these two parts, especially physical wellness and mental wellness, as you can see, like these two segments include various types of tourism forms. Maybe if you are not majored in tourism, there may be some tourism forms that you're not familiar with. So anyway, there are a lot of like this tourism in today's world. So that, for example, when it comes to physical tourism, that can be anything that provide us like or enhance our physical well-being, like physical wellness, right? So that, for example, sports tourism or cycling tourism, walking tourism directly, we can take, and also adventure tourism, we can take as part of like physical wellness, and that provide or that enhance our physical health. And next, the food and gastronomy tourism is also the same. For example, like the healthy food, always it's kind of a like organic food can be considered as buzzwords as well. But food also one of the main component that would benefit our health and wellness. And at the same time, there is spa tourism, onsen tourism, and kind of nature-based activities, forest bath that can be, included in nature tourism. Also, like benefit us in different ways, and especially that would link to our physical wellness. And when it comes to mental wellness also, interestingly, there are different tourism forms already existing, such as you can see, spiritual tourism, yoga tourism, religious tourism, art tourism, nature tourism. For example, nature tourism, like if we take like forest bath, including nature tourism, so that we can consider it not only gives us some kind of like physically being well, but at the same time it improves our mental health as well. So like that, there are various various forms of tourism already existing and existing related to wellness, and that actually we can grab them as an opportunity in the tourism industry. Of course, that it can be kind of competitive as well, because there are a lot of other tourism forms that is like connect to wellness, and still how can we promote, or how can we develop wellness tourism as like separate brand or separate part. But I think that more of a risk, or more of a risk or challenge. I think it can be considered as an opportunity, because especially wellness is as a term very significant, very attractive. And at the same time, like when it comes to wellness, it is apart from tourism, there are a lot of like industries, a lot of other sectors related to the wellness industry. So that, for example, as you can see here, first, let's the global wellness economy was 5.6 trillion in 2022. And before the pandemic, actually, this was not something started because of the pandemic, because of the COVID-19. But even before the pandemic, actually, this growth, or this robust growth of wellness economy, or wellness, at the same time wellness tourism could be seen. But even during the pandemic in 2022, it was about 5.6 trillion US dollars. And what I was mentioning is that so wellness tourism, you can see that it is about 651 billion US dollars in 2022. And you can see that wellness tourism is only one sector, right? Only one industry, but there are other, like 10 of other industries or other sectors except like relate to or linked to wellness. So this can also be, for example, healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss. That is about like more than 1 trillion US dollars. economy of this sector. And again, physical activity, it is also closer to 1 trillion US dollars. So like that, like this also, I think we can consider, we can grab as an opportunity for the wellness tourism to develop and promote wellness tourism. That means that wellness tourism's economy or the demand is about like is less than 1 trillion out of 5.6 trillion, right? So that the rest belong to the other sectors, other industries, and that means we can put more focus, more weight on tourism, that we can add more elements to the tourism, as like focusing on the holistic wellness into tourism, right? For example, we can promote more, healthy eating, nutrition, maybe weight loss, adding more physical activities into the tourism industry. But at the same time, mental wellness, it's still about 100 and like 200 billion. But with the present situation, we can understand, we can consider that people, it's not like mental wellness is like you are mentally ill or something like that. It's just we want to improve our wellness, improve our resilience, right? So that all these kind of sectors, all these kind of demands can be included into the wellness tourism and promote in the as a brand of wellness tourism. So that this is also an opportunity. And when we look at this wellness economy data by region, let's have a quick look on this as well. For example, before, how about it before the pandemic? That means 2019. You can see that the largest wellness economy in the world was Asia and the Pacific, isn't it? So it's the Asia and the Pacific. And then after, you can see, but during the pandemic, so this is the growth, the average growth of the wellness economy market. So from because of the pandemic, you can see that it shows a minus growth rate. It shows a minus growth. Every region shows a minus growth. But from 20 to 22, it is again like improving. It is again growing, right? So that like, however, this is not only the wellness tourism market, but the like overall wellness economy. But this first, this means, like I said, there is a, like, for example, as for Asia and the Pacific also, like there is a huge demand, huge existing market for the wellness as a whole, right? So that wellness tourism is one sector or one part, but existing demands means that we can grab that, we can capture that demand now and in the future. So that if we have a quick look at the data again, in 2022, you can see that North America has surpassed Asia and the Pacific, becoming like ranking #1. But that can also because because of the like prolonged impact of COVID-19, isn't it? Because like, for example, even Thailand and like especially China and Japan took a long time to like relax their like COVID-19 like pandemic related restrictions, right? So that because of that, not only these kind of industries, as a whole, tourism industry got affected. But when we see the growth or the start after the pandemic, we can see that wellness economy or wellness related industries had shown kind of a quick growth rather than other industries. Even tourism, it still hasn't reached the pre-pandemic level. So that also can be considered as kind of a, plus thing, right? When it comes to wellness and as a part, wellness tourism. So if we focus on the Asia Pacific region, you can see that especially top 10 wellness markets, you can see that number one is China, but there is a huge gap between China and the other markets, right? But anyway, you can from five, maybe fifth place, there are like Indonesia, Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, and as I remember, these markets are included in the top 20 or 25 global ranking, wellness economy global ranking as well. So even though as a share or as a portion, it is smaller than like China, Japan, or India, still it is in the top 10, and that also means these countries have a huge potential in wellness economy, like in the overall wellness market, and that means even in the tourism we can grab these opportunities, and especially in these countries. Especially in these countries. I think it is very easy for you to understand. There are a lot of hidden treasures or hidden resources, isn't it? Because like if you look at the tourism data, you may understand like Asia and in the tourism industry, Asia and the Pacific region had shown a sustained growth before the pandemic. Sustained growth, like maybe 10 years consecutively. I think at least about like average annual growth of maybe 4 to 5% as a region, and that means like people have recognized Asia and the Pacific as a new tourism destination or new tourism market, and at the same time grabbing that market or grabbing that demand or looking at that demand, the Asia and the Pacific region has started to offer new experiences or develop new markets in their countries, in their destinations. But still, I think there are a lot of potential in the Asia Pacific region, especially that we call as the East, especially when it comes to wellness. I think there is a huge potential, huge hidden potential, hidden treasures in the East, in this so-called Asia Pacific region. And for example, if we take some examples from Japan, I think you have, of course, heard about like onsen, right? Hot springs. So there are hot springs, and there is something called like forest bathing. In Japanese, we say Shinrin-yoku, and also Zen meditation, also practiced and kind of has become a tourism product as well, especially when it in bound tourism. Mainly people experience zazen. That's what you do, sitting on the floor. So like this, in the like Japanese tourism market or Japanese tourism industry, like there are already some experiences or some products related to wellness, or that can be that can be promoted in the wellness tourism industry. But I doubt that when people consume these experiences or these products, they that like how far they think about like health or wellness. I think that most of the time, the tourists take these things uh, only as an experience. So they become mere experiences and has been given, very less attention to its, health uh, or wellness benefits. And of course, like if you have been to Japan and try entered into dancing, then or hot springs, that of course that they have, mentioned, they have like boards or posters that's explaining the health benefits of, entering into hot bath. But but it's just, it's just as a facility or just as a product, but it hasn't been, developed as a brand, and it hasn't been developed as, like competitive, globally competitive product in the wellness market yet. That is how I understand these kind of, products or experiences in tourism already existing, but hasn't captured the global wellness or health tourism market yet. But when it comes to Japan, there are a lot of, there are still, even in Japan, there are a lot of opportunities or the potential there. For example, I think like there are like many of you have already been to Japan, maybe, but of course have tried Japanese food. But when you try Japanese food, like when you want to go to Japan and when you go to Japan, of course, I think one motivation is food, right? So you want to try food, but I think mostly that will be like kind of raw fish, maybe sashimi, sushi, and sometimes like ramen or something like udon or something like that. But that in this aspect also, I'm not sure whether you think about like healthy, like when the keyword, if you think about like Japanese food, the keyword healthy comes with that or not. But when it comes to Japanese food, like for example, have you first Japanese traditional food that it became a UNESCO that include in the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage in 2030 in yes 2013 in 2013, and that is washoku. Washoku, and at the same time, have you heard the term like blue zones? Have you heard about blue zones? And blue zones are identified as the places that the people live longer. For example, as I remember, there are 5 or 6 blue zones identified, and Okinawa, Japan, is one of the blue zones in the world, and that means a lot of people in Japan considered that in Okinawa live longer. And one of the main reasons they have been identified is the Okinawa food, and it is very nutritious, and it really helps to like really means directly links to their health, and then it increases their longevity as well. At the same time, have you heard these kind of the names of these kind of food like dishes like yakuzen ryori and shojin ryori? So these kind of food or the dishes are dishes have a cultural significance as well. So not just food and healthy, but at the same time has a cultural background. So that even in the wellness tourism, For example, if we focus on, sustainability, sustainability, then these things can be, these elements or these elements can be, can be like highlighted, or can be thought as, linked to sustainability, like preserving these things that this food itself can link to sustainability as well. But when it comes to sustainability, when we say food, it links to agriculture and everything, then of course it is, like in various forms it relates to sustainability. I just want to mention. For example, so Buddhist cuisine like Shojin Ryori, so that it is like in like historically it was a dish like food that is consumed by the like monks in the temples. It's pure vegetarian, actually. It's pure vegetarian. But now there are restaurants that sell these like Shojin Ryori as well. And Yakuzen is, yes, like as you see the name also, I think you can understand, medicinal or herbal cuisine. So that this is also very healthy. It is considered like very healthy. Like this, when it comes to food, also there are very, like there are food existing resources that can be developed as wellness products in the wellness tourism market, but yet to be discovered or yet to be promoted or developed even in the tourism industry in Japan. And for example, there are many researches done related to the health benefits or health traits of Japanese traditional food, washoku. So that is also, like, for example, we are not just saying they are healthy, and there are like we can prove it with a proper theoretical or academic background as well. These things actually as a whole we can utilize to promote wellness tourism industry. And so I will let's have a quick look at like Sri Lanka as well. So why Sri Lanka? Because actually I'm a Sri Lankan, so my main research area is or the study area is Sri Lanka. So I've been to like different places, and especially when it comes to wellness, even though it's not my like main research focus, I tend to look at it, especially linked to sustainability as well. So in Sri Lanka also, there are a lot of resources already um, already developed or already linked into the wellness tourism. For example, like of course, like especially Ayurvedic medicine. And even though we say Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic is especially in India, right? But even in Sri Lanka, maybe that it has come from India, but in Sri Lanka, there is another like particular traditional type of it's based on Ayurvedic, but we have a different like traditional Sri Lankan medicine as well. And when it comes to food also, we have like healthy food, and especially in the like luxury restaurants or luxury hotels also, they offer like kind of like wellness related packages, as you can see here, different facilities and different products experiences they offer. And since I focus mainly on food in my talk, I will quickly introduce this. That is this product in Sri Lanka. I'm not sure whether you have this tree, like we call it kitul tree, but this Caryota urens is the scientific name. I think maybe in Malaysia you have this tree. So it's similar to it's a palm tree, so similar to coconut. We can take like the exact like we can make honey from the extracted liquid from the flower, its flower. So that it's similar to like in coconut flower. I think it is very like famous. We make honey. So in this tree also we can make honey. And what is the specialty of this is actually it is said that very good for health, especially diabetes. And there are a lot of researchers related to this as well. So they say that this is very good for diabetes, and those who are suffering from these kind of like chronic diseases, they can consume this honey instead of having just normal sugar. So actually in Sri Lanka also these kind of experiences haven't been like developed much, but recently have recognized that they have also an potential to develop, maybe as part of gastronomy tourism, at the same time under the wellness tourism as well. And yeah, just a quick look. For example, in Sri Lanka, there are a lot of like herbal plants, herbal flowers. I think you can also imagine that you have different kind of these kind of plants or flowers. That is edible, right? That is the most interesting part. Those are edible. And for example, Kothala himbutu, the scientific name is Celestia. So in Sri Lanka we have it, and it gets from the trunk actually. And just I put this like in Sri Lanka actually, some people they just drink like tea with lot of sugar and milk, but not using these kind of herbal teas much, most people. But in Japan, this tea cost like tea cost about like more than 20,000 yen. And moringa is one thing. Maybe you have it in your country. Moringa in Sri Lanka, it's like internationally popular as I think superfood as well. But it is mainly for its leaves and the powder taken from its leaves. But in Sri Lanka, we got this kind of we consume it as a vegetable as well. So we use it for curries and other sometimes porridge or things like that. So like this actually, there are a lot of hidden treasures, hidden resources still, especially in the East, so that we can develop these things. We can utilize these things in the international tourism market. And also, like wrapping up, we can say that especially looking at the current situation in the world, we can say that there is a never-ending demand for health and wellness. For example, as you can see, especially because of the, like I mentioned, the changes in our lifestyle. For example, most of us lack physical activities, so that of course in the like risky end, it can lead to like chronic disease like diabetes or cholesterol, something like that. And at the same time, you can understand like it would harm our daily life as well. At the same time, like increasing stress in our life, and because of that, that kind of things may harm our like mental wellness in our daily life. And at the same time, there are some social cultural changes in particular countries. For example, like there is aging population in the increase of aging population in some destinations, especially in the countries like China, Korea, uh, Japan, especially, and even in the Europe. So, like that, when we think of the current situation of the world, of course, that there is not only the light side. Of course, there is a dark side, but in the reality, we can understand there is a huge that the demand for the health and wellness will be like kind of always there. For example, as we looked at the data also, we could realize that the wellness market rebounded faster than the like just international tourism industry. So the most important thing, I think, that grab that market, how to grab that market, and at the same time, especially focus. We should or we happen to focus or think about the sustainability as well. When it comes to sustainability, actually, it is not the sustainability of the tourism industry only. It should be sometimes uh, think revisely, because for example, not only the sustainability of the tourism industry, but the sustainability of the place or the destination and the people live there. So when we think about it that way, in a in a holistic approach, then only I think we can develop even the wellness tourism industry and grab those opportunities properly and effectively. I'm sorry that I think, okay, maybe thank you so much. So this is the speech that I prepared for.
Oh. Okay. Are you done? I'm sorry, Mrs. Nirmala.
Yes, Maulid, Mr. Maulid.
Yes. Okay, Mrs. Nirmala. Thank you very much for your presentation. It's really is so many information, new information for myself, and I really excited to go to Japan and go to Sri Lanka after the
Please come.
presentation.
Yeah.
And one of my dreams is I want to go overseas to see another culture. Well, for my wellness, of course. Okay, pardon me. Okay, just a moment, please. Okay, thank you very much for the awesome presentation about health and wellness tourism as an international business opportunity. And we already know that wellness tourism is already industry uh, for economic source. Uh, and now I know difference between medical tourism and wellness tourism. And between those two, there is a distinguished function. And for medical tourism is for curative and cure. As for the wellness tourism is for maintain the health and for sustainability. More so, the other kind of tourism, there is sport tourism, cycling, hiking, yeah, and other kind. And also it surprised me that Indonesia is included in top 10 wellness market in 2022. Thank you very much for this information. Wow. Okay, we go into the next event section. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are in the discussion session. So, in this session, we have 15 minutes long. If a participant has a question, you could raise your hand and say your question directly. Or you can fill your question in chat section and the committee will read it for you. Right now, you could ask your question. Please, if if our participant have question, you could ask or raise your hand. I'm sorry, Mrs. Nirmal, I would like to ask you a question, please, because it's really make me curious. Is wellness tourism could be applied in VR? You know, VR, virtual reality.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Hmm. Thank you. I haven't thought about it. Yeah, maybe we can specifically use it for
Yes,
the like enhancing mental wellness or spiritual
um,
wellness, like
yes.
maybe like meditation or something like that. You have
Okay.
any ideas? I think so. Yeah.
It's just
Especially when it comes to, when it comes to VR, other tourism forms, I think that eventually we want to like physically visit and experience with our senses, right?
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah. But when it comes to like something strongly relate to our
Sensation.
emotions and yeah, inward something. So I think maybe that can be effectively be utilized. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't thought about it.
It just popped out from my head. So, well, because I'm not really often go overseas, so it just pop out. If we use virtual reality, we could, yes, maybe for the mental wellness, not physically, but just seeing the scenery and the people, it will have more or less an effect for us
Yeah, for
mentally.
example, like forest bed and still like sound healing. There are things like
Yes,
sound
yes, yes.
healing and boost like like I don't know, tranquility or calmness or
Well,
something like that. Oh, that's
okay, yes.
interesting.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer, Mrs. Nirmala. Okay, participants, maybe you have a question, you could chat, fill it in the chat section. Really interesting. I would like to go to Japan. It's one of my dreams.
Please come.
Yes, I am one of those otaku.
You can get my contact from Miss Hesti or Rina.
Yes,
Come.
okay. I will contact her. Okay, okay. Oh, siap. Okay, Mrs. Nirmala, maybe uh, that's all of this session. Before we end it, uh, I would like to we would like to take a picture with you and with the all participants. So please, a participant, you could activate your camera on camera so we can capture your brightest and sweetest smile. This is about wellness, so we must show our wellness. We are healthy, we are in high spirit. Show me your smile. It's really informative for me, Mrs. Nirmala. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe from the Betagama, I'm sorry, Beta Bangsa students, you could activate your camera, and maybe from the other universities, you could activate the camera. It's for the event documentation. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Ready? One, uh, three, two, one. Say cheese. Eh, Okay. Okay. Once again, once more with some on the screen. Three, two, one. Okay. Jempolnya. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Thank you very much, all participants, and to Mrs. Nirmala. We really enjoy the presentation. Thank you very much.
So much.
And if you have any agenda or you want to stay with us, we really welcome you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
I haven't been to
Okay.
Indonesia actually. I'll come for sure.
Yes. Okay. We will. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm sorry. Okay, that was the first event. And once again, I would like to say thank you for the cooperation of the participant, and we will go into the next event, which is the third material. The title is Digital Revolution to Support the Growth of Global and Wellness Tourism. That will be delivered by Mrs. Adam, I'm sorry, Mrs. Ada Mary Gallego Mascarinas, Magister of Business Administration. And of course, first thing first, I will introduce her. I would like to ask permission to share screen. Uh, Hello, Mrs. Ada. Mrs. Ada. I'm sorry, your mic is not on. Hello, Mrs. Ada.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you
How
loud
about
and clear.
can you see my screen?
Yes, we could see your share screen.
Okay,
Okay.
seems
Okay,
okay.
Mrs. Ada, are you ready?
Yes, wait for a while.
Okay. It's
Okay,
really
good
great.
morning, everyone. Should I, okay, can I start?
Yes, you could start. Thank you very much.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So this morning I am tasked to share with you my insights on the topic Digital Revolution, a catalyst for growth in global health and wellness tourism, focusing on Thailand. So my name is Ada Marie Gallego Mascarenhas, and I'm the Assistant Director for Admission and International Relations at the Institute of Science, Innovation and Culture at Rajamangala University of Technology, Krungthep, Thailand. Before I'll begin, I would like to also to invite all the students of Datu Bangsa, especially now this is the season for nomination for our student mobility. So if you want to come to Thailand and study our culture, our language, or try to experience what it is studying abroad, today is a high season for nomination of students as exchange, and we grant also scholarship for that. It's either through transfer credit program that is for 4 months, as well as sit-in and short course. So if you are interested to come and visit our university, please just contact your international relations office, because we will begin our intake around July and August. So this season, we are looking already for student exchange candidates, or also for sit-in, that's like 2 weeks or short course. So if you want to inquire more, you can contact to your international relations office, especially Dr. Rina, to know more about the program. Okay. So my topic today is about the digital revolution with regard to wellness tourism, health and wellness tourism. So let's define first what is wellness tourism. This is a travel associated with the pursuit of maintaining or enhancing one's personal well-being. Before, in my generation, we just want to go to a country to look at the tourism. How does it look like? What's the weather like there? What is the beautiful natural or man-made tourist spots to go in a country? That's what our insight before. That's so, and we do unwell travel, like unhealthy and overeating. Just try all the street food that the country would offer. There would be travel stress because there was no GPS before. There was no trip.com. It was, you have to go to the office to buy an airplane ticket, and you would have excessive drinking, poor sleeping, because you want, for example, if you go to one country and you only have, normally you have 3 days and 2 nights only. So you would say, okay, I can sleep in my home, but I'm in traveling right now, I should move from one place to another. And there also disruption of fitness routine. So of course, if you are used to exercises, and when you travel, you make most of the time moving from one place to another, so you forget about your exercise routine. So that was the initial idea of travelers before. It's unwell travel. But it seems like even after COVID-19, the perception of people about tourism, about travel, has changed from unwell travel to wellness travel. What is wellness travel? It's all about healthy eating. You go to a country and ask for vegetarian food, and what is food that has herbs local to the country, healthy living. It's more on rejuvenation and relaxation, good sleep and physical activity, because during the COVID-19, our mental health was really disrupted. There was an increase of depression. So good sleep and physical activity has been important to each person. And also about meaning and connection, authentic experiences, disease prevention and management. So people have become aware and conscious about health after what happened to COVID-19. So the primary purpose of Wellness Traveler is that wellness is a sole purpose of motivating factor for the trip and destination choice. So it's more of what is the wellness activity that I can do in Thailand, which I don't have in my own country. So they search for those activities. And the secondary purpose of Wellness Traveler is to seek to maintain wellness while taking any type of trip. So, for example, I'm still into adventure. I feel like when I go to Thailand, I should still ride an elephant and go to the mountain or hike to the mountain. So it's still looking into the nature of tourism in Thailand, but as well as there is an activity for you to exercise. So the second, that's has become already a secondary purpose of prevalence. Wellness economy by sector in Thailand. Thailand is very proud that it is one of the top tourist destinations because of many features or advantages that Thailand has. So in this data that I have with you on screen, so Thailand, this shows Thailand's ranking out of 218 countries. So with regard to wellness real estate, so these are properties that still has spa and they are well designed with near the beach, or there are gym inside or around the club of the real estate. The global ranking of Thailand is number 33, physical activity number 34. So this is to imagine, this is around 218 countries all over the world. So Thailand is really on top of it. And for healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss, Thailand is 22. Thai people are very conscious of their health, even way before. You could rarely see obese people here. Maybe the obese ones are only the young generations who are into mobile games, the mobile games addiction that you just sit around, eat, sit, and play games. So that has been also a problem in the young generations of Thailand. But however, Thai people generally are very health conscious and they do physical activities and they really count or check the nutrition of what they're eating. Mental wellness, Thailand is number 30. Workplace wellness, number 44. Traditional and complementary medicine, Thailand is number 18. As well as they are in top ranking in public health prevention, personal care, and beauty. This one, Thailand is very famous, like most actresses and actors from different countries really come and visit Thailand often just to do the personal care and beauty because Thailand is also very famous of that. In fact, like I know when I go to the downtown shopping center of Thailand, you can really hear, even from Indonesia, you can hear they're doing live selling. They do to a cosmetic shop and they do live selling on because they don't have to purchase it beforehand. So that makes it, they don't have to have a capital because, and then during the live selling, they will just show the product from Thailand and many would respond, I would like to order 5 of that, and then money transfer, then the seller would buy it. It's now a very convenient business activity, and that even because the Indonesia and Thailand is just how many? 3 hours away. So, and then the airfare ticket is very cheap, like it would cost only 10,000 baht round trip to and from. So if you can go to downtown area of Thailand, you can hear many people uh, talking Bahasa Indonesia and holding their phone with live selling, and you can see so many on their screen popping up comments. So because personal care and beauty aside from fashion, Thailand is very popular and very cheap. So even if you buy it here and you sell it back to Indonesia, that would still come out cheap. So that's the advantages of Thailand. And wellness tourism, spas, thermal and mineral springs, Thailand is also on top of it. So this data is based on global for over 218 countries. So the market trends now is there is an increasing focus on health and well-being due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic was really it's like an eye opener for each one to take care of their health. What happened to pandemic 19 was that we heard from many news that once you have COVID, they die because of they had other underlying diseases. So the number of death that time has awakened people the importance of being healthy, and that how easily you can be contracted with a disease just riding on a bus or talking to somebody or just passing by in the mall, how easily one can get contracted with a disease. That awakens people to focus more on health. And there's a rising demand for alternative therapies and wellness retreats. So even before, I could remember I was still in Thailand, there were when you are sick with COVID-19 and you go to the hospital, but still there are a number of people die even if they get the medication from the doctors. But aside from that, there are also population who said, oh, I know there is an herbal medicine from China that cures you easily than going to the hospital. I forgot the name of the medicine. It was very popular and very high demand before. It was very expensive. So it was just an herbal pill. And even my family took it, and it was really very effective. And that was a traditional herbal medicine from China. So we saw the effectivity of herbs in that time, that chemical medicine cannot cure COVID. So there was a shift or demand or rising demand of alternative therapies, and there is a shift towards personalized experiences and digital solutions in travel planning. Personalized experiences, because like for example, during the COVID-19, we were not allowed to go to any places or any countries, so you were locked at home, and then it's not healthy, you cannot go exercise. So there was a shift in the procedure of reaching out to your market or what you need. For example, you need to exercise, so there were a lot of YouTube contents on how to do meditations, aerobics, Zumba. And if you want to have also, you are not allowed to go to massage. All massage centers are closed, but there you can go to a mobile app that allows masseurs to go to home, so home service. So there was a shift of like also the deliveries. For example, there were food deliveries, so there was a trend of shifting from going to the restaurant to rather ordering food. So that's to control contamination of COVID-19. So there was a shift to that idea. So COVID-19, as I said, was an awakening period for people and very conscious of their health, especially for NCD, which is non-communicable disease. So during the COVID-19, they said the more obese you are more susceptible to that disease, and the more you are susceptible to death. Also, if you have cerebrovascular disease, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, hypertension. So people were afraid, and then they tried to change their lifestyle. And why is wellness very important to people, business, and government? So worldwide, obesity has nearly doubled since 1980 because the kind of food that we eat. Over half the global business population has experienced an appreciable rise in workplace stress in recent years. So there's more on mental stress. We can hear from the news there are a rising number of suicide because of mental stress, depressions, and between 2000 and 2050, the proportion of the world's population over 60 years will double. That is also the problem of Thailand. There are more people from 60 years and above, and a very few numbers in younger generations. And this data affects even like for education, we can feel that because like for example, um, very few students now enroll. We can see the decline of, what is this? The decline in number of students because the population has decreased. People now are conscious and controls birth because of the difficulty of the economic situation. So there are so many factors to arise from that. And almost 10.5% of the world's adult population has diabetes. That's also a lot of sugar that we're eating. NCDs are responsible for 74% of all death. And from 2002 to 2020, health spending in OECD countries will more than triple. And in 2021, 20% of Thais aged over 60 compared to 14% of the entire world's population. There is really a decrease in number of Thai people in Thailand. And in fact, tourism is one way of Thailand to increase the number of people or to answer the problem. And the number one source of income of Thailand is also in tourism. To compare medical and wellness tourism. So medical tourism, these are the people who come. Thailand has well known for many medical technologies and very well known and high tech hospitals. So we can identify there is medical tourism and wellness tourism in Thailand. So as you can see from the data on screen, there is a lesser number of travelers who come to Thailand for medical tourism compared to wellness tourism. So you see as the big gap, the number of tourism, this is by million, 3 million compared to 12 million. And Thailand is one of the top 4 wellness tourism markets in Asia Pacific. So this is still in 2017 data. So China ranks number 1 in it, and Thailand is in number 4. So this is based on the receipts and expenditures of travelers spent while in the country. So there is a survey also conducted by the American Express Travel in 2023 Global Travel Trends report that according to the survey of Wellness Wave, 88% of respondents say they plan to spend the same or more on wellness vacations this year compared to previous years. As you noticed, in Thailand, there's really a lot of tourists. If you go to the Suvarnabhumi airport, every day is always packed of tourists. That's because also Thailand, number 1, is very cheap. The cost of living here is very cheap. Second is the geographical location of Thailand. Thailand is a center of Southeast Asia. So if you come to Thailand, you can just ride a bus going to Laos. You can ride a bus going to Cambodia, Vietnam, go to Malaysia and Singapore. So most of the people come here as just a gateway to go to other countries. So tourists really come here, and then not that only most of you ask the tourist that's coming here, you could see answers that, oh, it's my 5th time here, it's my 10th time here. That's how satisfied they are while traveling in Thailand. There's more to discover in Thailand. And with regard to wellness, there is a lot to offer with regard to it in Thailand. And as you can see, they would spend the same or more than the previous year. That means they really come here often. So it's not only one-time travel. There's an urge for them to come back because there's really more to explore. And 43% of respondents, they have selected a hotel or accommodations based on the spa and wellness center and amenities. If you have tried, like for example, I book hotels. If I go to other country, I use booking.com. And they give you to filter what kind of hotel are you looking for. Are you looking for hotel, villa, resorts, and facilities that you like? So I usually, because I have children, I would look into like beachfront, if there are spa or Thai massage, because when you have children, you want them to enjoy while you're taking the um, enjoying the massage facility or the gym or any swimming or play pools like that. So the mobile app traveling apps nowadays gives you already an idea. It's easy now to book with the choices that you like. So it's only one mobile app, booking.com, and it will tell you everything. Unlike before, first you have to go to a travel agency, or there's no even travel agent. You go first to the airline website. After the airline website, now you go to the hotel website. After that, if you go to the transportation website, and then our activity website. But now, just like, for example, booking.com, you can book a flight ticket there, a hotel, and your activity for every day of your travel. So digital media has really helped travelers' life make it very easy. And then, as you can see from the data, among the top activities, there only very few or lower number are those 39% exploring hiking beach trails, or 34% visiting private beach, and 33% getting a massage or facial. So more on people are looking now for wellness. So Thailand's competitive advantage, what are the assets of Thailand that is already an advantage that people visit for wellness, is their nature and environment. And then Thailand has a very rich culture. So you cannot just enjoy wellness, but you have many options to visit, like beautiful ancient ruins of temples. The culture is very colorful. The Thai food also. Thai food is already very popular around the world. So like the tom yum goong, pad Thai. So people around the world is already very uh, know very well Thailand. So it's already in their mind. Thailand, where is Thailand? They know already. You don't have to promote it because it's all over social media about Thailand. Hospitality and service Thai culture. There are many tourists who come here because of the hospitality of Thai people. Although Thai people are not very fluent in English speaking, but their culture of accepting people is very heartwarming. They always smile. Even if you go on the streets, you don't normally see people who can understand you in English, but they will smile at you and try their very best to explain to you if you ask for directions. And they're really very heartwarming. As also one very popular mentality of people is they accept everybody, no matter what's your gender, lady boy or gay. There's no discrimination here. Even if you are from other countries, they welcome tourists here very warmly, and they don't judge people. That's why there's so many foreigners that live here for so long and work here, especially also their visa regulations are open for tourists. If you come to Bangkok, you don't feel like it's Thailand. There are more white people, there are more Westerners and other countries who are here when you ride a public transportation. So it's like a United Nations country. In fact, I am not Thai. I'm from the Philippines, and I've lived in Thailand for over 15 years. When I first visited Thailand, I just came here as a tourist, and I came to love it. And I tried to apply for a job, just but my visa was a tourist. So I tried for a job. My ticket then was 5 days. I tried to get a job on my second day, and I got it. And then, although I'm not a teacher, my experience in the Philippines was in a bank. But when the easiest job to come in Thailand is, what's this, teaching English. So that's what I did. And then I got a job, and then I come to love it. And I took my family here, and they're loving it. Even to the fact that I tried to bring my children back to Philippines to study. It just ran 1 year. I said, Mommy, no, we don't like it here. We want to come back to Thailand. We love the food there. We love the people more there, the education. So that's what Thailand is. I just want to give a background of what it is here, and the Thai traditional medicine and the existence of medical hub, which makes it easier for the people outside to access Thailand. So there's abundance of wellness retreats, spas, and traditional healing practices. There is high quality healthcare facilities and skilled medical professionals in Thailand. And there's unique cultural experiences and natural landscape conducive to relaxation and rejuvenation. So this makes Thailand a competitive advantage around the world to promote health and wellness tourism. What has digital revolution contributed to tourism in Thailand? First, technology. There is advancement in technology transforming the way travelers research, plan, and book trips. As I have described before, traveling to one country before was a headache, because you have to really go to the office of the airplane ticket to buy an airplane ticket. After that, you go to another office, you travel far from the heat to get another travel agency to get possible to book an activity. And once you arrive the country, you have to go to another small offices to rent a car, motorcycle, whatsoever. It was hard work, and then you already wasted your 1 day in a country. But nowadays, before you fly, you only go into one mobile app to book a ticket, to book a hotel, your activities, your wellness activities. So 2 days is enough for one country, because you already, before going there, you have planned out everything. That this hour you go there, and then you can book a rental, book a car to go anywhere on the places of the country. And also, especially like we have visitors from Indonesia, there is no we would say like, oh, can we pick you up? Can you tell us what time you arrive? But most Indonesian guests would say, oh, it doesn't matter. We have Grab app. We have Bolt app. So it's easy to book a taxi wherever you go in Thailand. So it's not anything to worry about. Plus, you are ensured that you will get into your destination correctly, because there's already GPS guiding your driver. So that's what technology has helped with travelers. Apps, mobile applications, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence enhancing the travel experience. So there are already a lot of mobile applications. I remember the question of VR, virtual reality. There is everywhere when you go to the mall in Thailand, even in the play hub of the children, there is like VR, and you choose what do you want to look at, either horror movie or riding a roller coaster. And there is also for wellness yoga using VR, and you're really like into the experience of meditation. And there is also a lot of centers here. They call them smart yoga or smart Buddhism center. It just takes you to a center, and then in the video you can see, like, you can hear music, and you are like in another place. So you have already that artificial intelligence enhancing the travel experience. This was, I think it started when during the COVID-19, when people cannot go out. So, and that was a rise of the many technology, VR and the PS5 whatsoever, that takes you places although you are just at home. So there are already a lot of applications that promote this, and most especially social media. Social media platforms influencing travel decisions and shaping perceptions of destination. There are many influencers now in YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, that promotes already Thailand, that promotes the health and wellness tourism in Thailand. So in itself, the government doesn't really have to really work very hard to promote the country, because influencers from other countries already come here, travel, and show the world what Thailand has to offer. So social media has really very helped very much in promoting the health and wellness tourism in Thailand. So the role of digitalization in health and wellness tourism. Online platforms connecting travelers with wellness resorts, spas, and healthcare providers. So with online platforms, they can see in itself, especially the videos, how beautiful this resort is, what are the features it has to offer. There are so many vloggers now, travel vloggers, promoting the hotels and recreations in Thailand, even the food travelers. And then also there are telemedicine services offering remote consultations and health assessment. Every day I check my email, it's more on asking me, do you want to weigh the do you want to weigh how many kilos do you have, how many calories do you eat, and then later on they will offer a keto diet for that. Or do you want for example, insomnia is a curable disease, and then they will give you offer package how to resolve that kind of disease. It's already there. It's either through email, any online platforms. And then also for consultations, doctors, they can just call you here in Thailand, just call the hospital, and then you will give them your number, your patient number, and they will call in their history, and then, okay, we will give you this medicine, and then they will ship the medicine to me for delivery. So that's telemedicine. So everything is online. It happened, they changed their system during COVID-19, that we don't have to go to the hospitals, and so we can just call and they will just deliver the medicine to the patient. Personalized wellness apps providing guidance on nutrition, fitness, and mindfulness. So this is what, like I said in my email, there are so many things that pops up offering. They ask you first, and what's your weight, what do you eat every day, and then they calculate it, and then they give you a program and you follow that. Or sometimes even in YouTube, they could offer you already fitness programs, exercises, Zumba, aerobics. So this is what digitalization has made to health and wellness tourism. So in particular to wellness apps in Thailand, there are so many. Example apps offering guided meditation, yoga classes, and healthy recipe ideas. So even if you just simply go to TikTok and YouTube, you can find it there. So like, for example, what I really do is walking at home. I just go to YouTube, and then walking at home exercises is very helpful. And then also, if you want healthy recipes, like if you want to shift to vegetarian and you are not very familiar how to do with it, so you can just watch YouTube and follow how they cook it. And then the integration of GPS technology to recommend nearby wellness activities and attractions. Sometimes I do that also with like just Google Map, and then I could say massage centers nearby, and then GPS will locate the area, and then you just go there, walk there, or um, where nearest hospitals, nearest clinics. So GPS can answer you that, and you can go there. It's really very convenient now. Digitalization has really revolutionized our way of life in all aspects. And then user reviews and ratings facilitating informed decision making for travelers. This one for me is very helpful. If I go to, like, same in Thailand, but I go to another province that I'm not familiar, before I book a certain hotel, I will look at the review and really read the comments of the reviewers. Also the same with restaurants. I check first the menu and really read the ratings and comments of the reviewers. This for me is very helpful to um, before I make a decision on where to go. And even there are so many cases, like in Thailand, that the hotel was had to declare bankruptcy just because of one reviewer made a very really bad review about the hotel. And of course, reviews are now very important. Before, we don't read at it, we don't take care of that, but now people read on reviews and really affect the hotel. It really hurts the hotel, but it's in a way of encouraging hotels to maintain their facilities, to maintain their service, because if not, one review can kill them. And there's many ongoing cases of um, reviewers and hotels and restaurants, because it will really hurt their business even if you say something, just one hurtful comment about their service or their facilities. So that's how conscious people are now, and how easily people also will be influenced whatever they read online. And that's why also there are also many scams online. Anybody can just show online beautiful pictures, but actually they are not real. So many people can just create a false website also, which we have to be very careful. I myself has been a victim of booking a hotel on a fake Facebook page website. It cost me a lot of money because they asked me to pay, but foolish me also, because it's a peak new year, which I was surprised, and I was in a hurry because how come this hotel has a vacancy despite the peak? Then I transferred money to realize that it was a fake Facebook page. And then when I went to the police station, it said, "Oh, we have a long queue about the same problem." So, well, that's useless. So, goodbye money. There's no way to bring it back. So, there's also pros and cons that we have to be very careful with this digitalization. So, these are some samples of um, what Thai hotels and wellness facilities that you can show on mobile application and technologies. There's really a lot here in Thailand, like wellness programs, anti-aging, healthy renew retreat, sleep retreat, wellness activities, also preventive and high style medicine. So these are just examples of what you can see online, that there are really many options, and digitalization is also helping hospitals or clinics to promote themselves. And in Thailand also, many people come here for IV drips. So this is just you go to the hospital for an hour to have an IV drip on Botox or vitamin C to immune booster, or gluta if you want to turn white, to gluta IV drip. So these are the kinds of health and wellness um, facilities that are already available, and you can see online to book into them. So, a reason to smile about in Thailand. According to Johns Hopkins University, Thailand is ranked 5th for the world's strongest health security. Thailand was ranked second wellness destination after Australia, and Wellness Tourism Initiative 2022 Global Survey result for global wellness. And Bangkok ranked first out of 150 workation cities. So work and vacation at the same time. Thailand ranked fifth best worldwide for retirement. You can see there are especially provinces with beautiful beaches here. Most number of population is the foreigners over what do you call this? There are more foreigners than Thai people, and these are usually retired foreigners. Because, if, for example, you are European, and if you change your retirement money to Thailand, that will be millions. You can buy property here and retire here. So that's what most foreigners do here in Thailand. The Visa Global Travel Intention Study ranked Thailand the fourth most chosen destination for international tourists, behind the United States, the United Kingdom, and India. So, because of, as I said before, because of the geographical location of Thailand, making it the center of Southeast Asia, that's why the number one income of Thailand is on tourism. And then in the 2022 Reader's Choice Awards, Bangkok held on the best city with Phuket and Koh Samui. These are the cities in the south with a very beautiful beaches, named third and fourth best islands. So, and in Southeast Asia, Bangkok has been named the number one city. Phuket and Koh Samui ranked the first and second best island. So, as you can see, Thailand naturally is blessed to be attractive to tourists. It doesn't have to do much to promote itself because other peoples are doing it. So the government doesn't really have to promote for Thailand to be famous, and naturally it is blessed already. So making its uh, has competitive advantage with regard to health and wellness tourism. So for my future outlook, there is continued growth of health and wellness tourism driven by digital innovation, expansion of virtual wellness experiences and remote health monitoring, because people now are very conscious. So there will be an increase in that, and collaboration between government, private sector, and tech companies to enhance Thailand's position as a leading wellness destination. So the government should just continue to be open to investments, especially on digitalization and incoming investments, especially on technology companies, to enhance, to just develop Thailand and be able to be sustainable in this market. And recommendations for stakeholders: invest in digital marketing strategies to develop wellness travelers globally. So this is for meaning those who have business already in health and wellness tourism, they have to invest on technology. If the travelers cannot see them online in any application, there's no way that business will be sustainable. So they have to invest on digital marketing, enhance their internet infrastructure to support seamless online bookings and telemedicine services. Like for those hotels, they have to invest to make themselves visible in Agoda, Klook.com, Booking.com, Trip.com, because I think they have to register their business to be part of the website. So that's really very helpful, because if your hotel is not visible to any of these applications, there's no way that you will be known by the other parts of the world. And then foster partnerships with technology firms to develop innovative wellness solutions. So international partnerships, national partnerships, like getting local products to enhance your business is very important. I can remember to be, for example, restaurants. There were many restaurants who shut down, which was shut down during COVID-19 because they don't have any online platforms. They were used to only of dine in. So those restaurants who are not open to the idea of delivery and other mobile applications or delivery services, these restaurants, many of them shut down. So a business, a stakeholder should be open to the changes of digitalization in this generation. So in my conclusion, Thailand, the digital revolution is reshaping the landscape of health and wellness tourism in Thailand. If before, without digitalization, the health and wellness features or services was only delivered to local Thai people and local to their community, local to their provinces. So it was just that, and they earned just that. But now, with the digital revolution, they have widened their market, they have widened their consumers, and most especially, they have increased their income. So digital revolution has recreated what it is, the health and wellness tourism or business in Thailand. And embracing technological advancement will be crucial for sustaining growth and competitiveness in the global market. So every stakeholder has to be open-minded to embrace the digital world, to be able to be sustainable in the competitive world of health and wellness business or industry. Thank you. So that's my sharing about digital revolution here in Thailand. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much for the awesome presentation, Mrs. Ada, about digital revolution to support the growth of global and wellness tourism. It's really, the information really give us an idea about wellness tourism, especially in Thailand. It is important to keep maintain your well-being. Well, wellness is one key to keep you healthy, both physically and mentally. With digitalized in wellness tourism, really bring an impact to people. So they could planning, preparing, and collect information for their wellness tourism. Even with digitalized, so many offer will come in wellness tourism. It's like we have no boundaries. We could go to another country just using our phone and go to another country to experience many sensations. Go to wellness tourism. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Ada.
Thank you very
Okay,
much also for the opportunity to be able to share.
yes. The maybe we go into the discussion session. Uh, Again, I would like to remind you this session has 15 minutes long. So if a participant has a question, you could raise your hand or send the question in the chat column. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you could raise your hand or ask directly your question. Uh,
Or you can
uh,
ask me also questions to study here.
yes. uh, Maybe I have a question, Mrs. Eda.
Mm,
It's really intriguing me. Is wellness tourism has any age restriction?
no, there's no age
Oh,
restriction
okay.
because even from zero age to whatever age, health is always very important to each one. So there should be no restrictions.
Okay. So it's for all of us.
Everyone, yes.
Okay. It's really good thing.
Mm.
Okay, maybe the other question, Mrs. Eda. Supposedly, I am new about this wellness tourism. What should I prepare to do a wellness tourism, especially maybe in Thailand? Where should I start?
For me, it's really very talking about digitalization. Before you
Yes.
go to one country, it's always best to do a research where you're going to do what, or you assess yourself. What are your needs? If you are like, if you want a vacation that would make you relax, because if maybe, for
Yes.
example, you're overworked and you're finding a place to
Yes.
relax, so you research, even just in YouTube, you can find, you would just type in there, best place to relax in Thailand, and then it will give you a lot of videos. It will give you a lot of videos, and from there you will already have an idea and choice. Okay, this is what I want. And then
Mhm.
after that, there will also be influencers explain on
Oh, yes,
nowadays
yes,
with a video of YouTubers and
yes, yes, from YouTube.
they will really take you inside, for example, the place, the hotels, and then they show the room very detailed. So it's really very helpful. And then they would also explain, like, on the first day we went to elephant camping, on the second day we had a
Uh,
uh, adventure riding, and then we tried their
wow.
Thai massage in the hotel, which cost like this, like that. So you are already also aware what to expect and how much would it cost.
Yes.
And you have so many choices. Oh, this one is very expensive. Oh, there's offering
Ah,
on very cheaper ones. So I suggest before you come to the country, you do your research first and then prepare everything before you go there. So when you the time you go to arrive at from the airport, someone already picks you up. So you know already next hour what's your activity next. Everything is all planned. And then this makes your vacation worthwhile because time is ticking. Like
yes.
example, especially us, we're only allowed for just maybe maximum of 5 days to go to travel. So you have to make most that every day, each hour of every day is meaningful. So
Mm.
it's better to plan before you come to Thailand. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Mrs. Ada, thank you very
Have
much.
you ever visited Thailand?
No, not not yet. I would like to visit it someday. Be
Yeah, you should. Are you teaching
yes.
health in that?
Yes, yes.
I
In
was able visit Datu Bangsa. That was before COVID-19, 2019. It was 20 January 2019. So we were
2019.
able to talk there. So I think I met you before. We just didn't talk face to face. Were
Oh,
you were you already working at Datu Bangsa then?
uh, in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I am new in Tabangsa
Oh,
University recently in 2023.
okay.
Maybe
Well,
we
you
am
should travel with Dr. Rina, together
yes.
with Dr. Rina here.
Oh, of course. I would
Uh,
like to.
and be a guest lecturer here also.
Oh, yes, thank you. If any, okay, thank you very much, Miss Eda, for the information, and that's really informative. So if we want to do wellness tourism, we need really prepare ourselves and
Mm-hmm.
gathering so much information. So yes, every time, every second is meaningful.
Yes, that's
Thank
right.
you very much. Okay, maybe any question from participant?
Just a comment.
Oh,
Can I give
yes,
just a comment? Ms. Zeda, thank you so much for your interesting presentation. Actually, I also think that it's just a comment, but I also think that Thailand is kind of a travel hub, tourism hub, right? It can be like
Right.
can be promoted like anything digital, digital like nomads that long
Mm.
stays. I think that is especially because it's cheap, as you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Oh, actually, I have been to Thailand, and last
Oh,
twice, and last August I went to Thailand, and
okay.
and that time it was kind of research related, so that I could stay there like maybe 2 weeks, and especially go
Wow.
to the like rural areas like northern part, so I could
Mm-mm.
Yes.
enjoy. Like, but what I really love about Thailand is food, actually.
The
Right.
food. Okay.
Yeah, most people come here really food, especially
Oh
like
yeah.
we're very popular of the street,
Yeah, cheap
and then
and
it's really
pricey.
cheap, right? You can compare also that it's quite cheap.
Mm,
Yes.
yes, yes.
And adding coconut milk, I love it.
Yeah,
Oh, yes. We all like it.
right.
I would like
It,
to taste pad thai.
it
Thank
must be in Chiang Mai. Was it in Chiang Mai, north of Thailand?
yeah, Chiang Mai.
Chiang Mai,
Yes,
yeah.
I can
There
Mm.
is
remember
also
clearly.
an international airport there. So aside from
Oh,
the most popular, the islands in the south with beautiful, if you also want to go to the cold places and mountainous provinces, that would be in the north, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and the cultural experiences there is also very popular. And especially traditional and herbal medicines are from those local areas in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai.
Yeah, thank
Mm.
you. Yes, I want to be
Thank
there again.
you. Yeah, thank you.
well, I'm really excited to go there,
Yeah, you should
but
come here,
yes,
Molly.
but I limited in budget. It's okay. I'm still in spirit to go there. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mrs.
Thank you.
Nirmala and Mrs. Ada for your joining with us. It's really great to have you too.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yes. Maybe there is no question anymore. So uh, maybe that is for today. Thank you very much once again, Mrs. Eda, for the information and knowledge. Uh, okay, into the next event. There is the last, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last segment for the second day. Once again, I would like to say thank you very much for the cooperation. And I hope all of us, oh yes, of course. I'm sorry. Maybe I need your time to take a picture with us. And ladies and gentlemen, please activate your camera so we could capture your face and your smile. This is about wellness tourism. Okay. So we need to show how wellness we are. Okay. I'm sorry, host. Could you stop the share screen, host? Okay. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Wait a moment. Okay. Okay. Participants, you could activate. You can activate your camera. Okay. And there so many our students, but they are shy. Okay. Please activate your camera. Okay. Ready to take a picture? Three, two, one. Say cheese. Okay. Okay. Another picture. Three, two, one. Say cheese again with thumb. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe this is our last the last event for the second day today. Once again, I would like to say thank you very much for all of your cooperation. I hope all of us always have healthy body, mind, and spirit. I would like to ask forgiveness if I have mistakes and unpurposely rude for today. Enough from me. See you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, at the appointed time. Have a good rest of the day. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Good
warahmatullahi
morning.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nirmala, Mrs. Eda. See you at the another chance.
Ayo Mari.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, participants, the committee already sent the link for absence. You could fill in your absence by clicking the link. Okay, this meeting will be end in 11 past 10 minutes. So if you want to stay, it's okay. If you want to go to another agenda, it's okay too. Okay.
Iya.